Alright, this was a battle between me and a guy, I believe on Smogon, because I recently made an account on there. It was a pretty good battle. I think I made 3 or 4 new Pokemon and tried them out on this team. They did pretty well. And there's some revisitors from the battle I had with Pikachu in there. It was pretty good, especially Torterra. Trying out the new Aggron with the Slowbro and Flareon. Well, let's see. He sends out his Deoxys. This was a pretty much, I think it was a UU battle. So I send out my Aggron, which is a massive defense wall. I like to pick just one defense just to make it whatever. So he taunts me after I try using Stealth Rocks, and then he sets up his Stealth Rocks, which kind of pissed me off. And then so I might as well just start going for an attack. And I get a crit on the Head Smash. And so that does a good bit of damage to myself on the recoil. And I've been having troubles with Aggron. That's why I don't put Rockhead, because I normally die before I can even get a hit off. So I put the Sturdy. And he just starts going for a cover, which is working in his favor because he is faster than me, so it allows him to get health before I can just finish him off. Obviously has no priority. And I really wish I had put something like Dragon Tail on this thing, because I can't have it. Keep going for Head Smash, and the taunt wore off, and he goes for the recover. Starts getting more of his health back. And I believe I set up, yeah, the Stealth Rock is a taunt wore off. I get those up, and we're getting our leftovers. And then I just pull out because I can't stand having him just take me Head Smash damage and he's just recovering. So he taunts, I don't know why he taunted, I don't know what he expected me to do. But I just go for, I think it was, I just went in. And then he sends in his Sableye expecting me to Rapid Spin, but knowing he has that, I don't, so I just go straight for the Scald. It is doing some pretty nice damage, and he tries going for the Will-O-Wisp and he misses, and I keep going for the Scald hoping I can burn. I think I get him a second. No, not yet. And so I'm full health, and the taunt wore off, and he goes for a recover. So he's trying to just get his health back so he doesn't die from the Scald. And so I believe I get the burn this turn, yes. And so now I'm gonna have that residual damage going on, and so he's gonna keep recovering, and I'm gonna keep scalding because that's a nice stab move. And so I'm gonna keep getting some damage off along with the burn, and then he will-o-wisps me, and he actually hits this time. So now he's gonna start getting that damage off, and that's doing some pretty good damage along with the burn, and he does die from the burn, which is helping me out a lot because that thing's not there anymore, and now I can Rapid Spin. And so knowing this thing has Fusion Bolt, I am kind of defensive. I'm more special defensive though. I live barely, so just enough to get my Rapid Spin off, which I'm happy. I figured he's locked into that, so I was gonna switch out, but I figured you might as well just leave him in for fodder because I was gonna switch into Torterra. And so I decided to send in my turtle, my Torterra, knowing that he is locked into that. So I immediately go for the Rock Polish to establish that I am, so that I'm the dominant Torterra, being faster than the rest of them. And so now that I have a +2, I do have max speed, and I believe he's jolly. So I'm gonna start Earthquaking, doing nice stab damage. It doesn't kill because the thing is defensive. And he goes for the taunt, I guess so that I don't keep setting up Rock Polishes. Although that would be nice to have another Rock Polish, because then I would be able to outspeed some of his other Pokemon that are faster than me, which I believe it's well, he sent out his Milotic. I don't know what he was kind of expecting. I guess he just wanted me to try hurting myself some more with Woodhammer, or just expecting to live through it. but he doesn't, because he's probably a calm minding melodic, but he still didn't live through it, and so he starts earthquaking, which he's obviously scarfed, that's why he was faster. I think if I had +4 speed, I would have outsped him, but I give him the Moxie, which honestly doesn't really do a whole lot for him. And so he pulls that out knowing that he's locked into Earthquake, and he goes into his bikini. And so I just go straight for the Brave Bird, knowing that he's going to do that. And that thing dies very easily. And so Pan gets her Moxie and sends out his Nidoking, which that thing honestly has Ice Beam. And so he uses that, and I believe, yes he does. So that thing's probably Scarf. And so I send in my Slowbro knowing that he's locked into Ice Beam. So I immediately set up the Calm Mind. Yeah, there's Calm Mind. To get the +1 special attack and special defense. So that I take this Crunch with no problems, so I'm absolutely defensive. Even though that is super effective, I just go straight for the Scald. +1 will do, I think it kills. Yes it does. So that +1 really helped out. Nice little stab, Scald. He sends in the Nidoking. And so he goes for the Earth Power, which he probably should have had the T-Bolt on that set, but because I had the +1 plus defense, it does not kill. And so I just go for the Psychic and killing off that Nidoking, and so I finished him off. It was a good battle in hindsight. I look forward for all these battles, they're always fun. Not much I can say about it except for a good game on his part. So everyone like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz.